going on, Mr. JTLive, and welcome back to another episode of South Stand Stories. And Leeds have once again absolutely capitulated in playoff finals. That game now officially sets history for Leeds United once more as we become the worst performing side in playoff history. Not even championship playoff history, just playoff history. Losing all four finals that we've been a part of, one of them being even in League One against Doncaster. How tragic is that? And every time Leeds go to Wembley, it is never a good sight for Leeds at all, and especially in playoff football. And once again, we've turned up. Everyone's got happy, optimistic, feeling like this could be our moment to cast all aspersions aside and win the big one. But unfortunately, that is not in Leeds' DNA, and it wasn't today. Today, you could just tell there was a certain sense of nervousness at the back within the first few minutes. You could see it, players getting the ball trapped underneath their feet. And whilst we did really, have a good positive patch in that first 10 minutes, we didn't make any use of it. We were dominating a lot of the play, a lot of our energy was very high, we were pressing Southampton back, but we weren't doing anything with it. There was no great cutting edge in the final third, and it's the same thing that we see a lot with Leeds. A lot of good possession, a lot of dangerous possession in dangerous areas, and just not doing anything with it. We've done it time and time again this season, and the facts of the matter are we've come back from the first game to the 49th game of the season, no pun intended, with the San Francisco 49ers, okay, 49 league kind of game of the season, and we're seeing the exact same problems, the exact same things that if you go back to the first video on this channel of the season, you will see the exact same things. No movement up front, more movement in a still image, no intensity, no ability to break down a side that sits back against us, no ability to break down any side aside from a moment of individual quality. And that's what we saw today. When you don't have those moments of individual brilliance, when you don't have Somerville pulling you out of the fire, when you don't have Jorginho Rutter taking the ball past 3 or 4 players and creating something out of nothing, we don't create anything. And today, when those two weren't doing anything, people look scared to really stamp their mark on the game. No one gambled. You've got to gamble in a game like this. Listen, I'm not going to sit here and break down tactics and possessions of play and patterns and all of this, because it doesn't matter in a final. It's a cup final. None of that matters. All that matters is you on the pitch. You have 90 minutes, maybe you have 15 minutes, maybe you have 30 minutes if you're lucky. And in those moments, make it count. Do something that gives people a standing memory of your performance. And for most of those players on the pitch, you can't really remember anything they did. And that's the worst part about it. They were just invisible. They were happy to shirk responsibility and go sideways and go backwards and go sideways and go backwards the entire game. We saw it from the first 15 minutes, we saw it in the last 15 minutes, and we saw it in everything in between. It was sideways, it was backwards. We'd used so much energy to get ourselves in and around their 18-yard box, high up the pitch, especially on the right-hand side a lot of the time, because they had that John Joe Shelby regen, pretty much man-marking Somerville on the other side of the pitch. And Archie Gray was getting a lot of joy down that right-hand side, but every time he got there, he didn't know what to do. He didn't know what to do with the ball. He had no end product. He was slowing it down so much. And I'm not trying to hate on a 18-year-old kid who's actually had a good season. But he didn't do anything. And he was just an epitome of a lot of Leeds players out there. Getting the ball up there. Wasting energy to get ourselves in that dangerous position. And then just turning around and passing it sideways and passing it backwards. And we had nothing to make it stick up there. No kind of focal point. I mean, there was patches in the game where we couldn't even hold the ball for more than 10 minutes. That's embarrassing. It's poor. It's weak. It's abysmal. It's dismal. But it's Leeds, and it's not something that really surprises us too much. Yeah, we're heartbroken. Yeah, we're devastated. But are we surprised that Leeds have done something like that? No. We've seen it time and time and time again. There's a lot more people that weren't Leeds fans that were more confident of us going up through this than Leeds fans. But we've seen it before. We've been through it before. And yeah, it's doom and gloom. But the doom and gloom, unfortunately, is just about to begin. Because this is not the end of the pain for Leeds. This is not the end of the suffering, because this is the start of the descent into chaos over the summer. The start of the downpouring of players. We're talking Somerville, gone. Nonto, gone. Rutter, gone. Anthony, gone. Probably Ampadu might be looking for a move away, even though he played very poor today. Roden probably won't sign him. Archie Gray potentially gone. A lot of players are going to be gone. And it's a tough position to find yourself in as a Leeds fan in terms of rebuilding for the next season. And also getting yourself up for another year in the Championship. Another year in the Championship. It's just not exciting. It's really not exciting as a prospect for Leeds. But it's something that we're going to have to live with. And the fact that we've beaten Ipswich twice this year, Leicester twice this year, and all we had to do was beat Southampton once, and we would have been up. We couldn't even do that. We lost 3 times to them. I thought it was impossible for us to lose 3 times to the same team in one season. I thought that was impossible, and we've gone and done it. We've only gone and done it. Absolutely choked it to the finest proportion. I know a lot of people aren't going to like that word, but we have. We've thrown the season away big time. And today was just one of those days. It just wasn't your day. As I said, no one really taking a gamble. Can I blame Farke for certain things? Yes. Yes, I can blame Farke for certain things. I'm not going to blame him for the whole season. I'm definitely saying we should keep him and let him reinvest into the players he likes. But today, way too slow once again, making the same poor substitutional decisions. Somerville, not having a great game. Why the hell would you take him off the pitch? Why? If anyone's going to get us a goal out of nothing, it's him. Why would you take him off the pitch? Fair enough. You think Jaden Anthony offered more when he came on for Somerville. Okay, why is Perot still on the pitch? Or even if you were going to keep him on the pitch as you did at the end, why is Joseph only getting 10 minutes? We looked so much better when Joseph came on and we actually had someone that could press from the front, that could alleviate pressure, that could allow space for Perot and for Rutter in behind them. And you saw it. Leeds' best play came in that last 10 minutes when Joseph was on the pitch. And it took him so long to give him an opportunity. Why? Why does it take you that long? Maybe the performance from Joel Perot against Norwich actually papered over the cracks. Maybe it wasn't a good thing that we had such a good performance, because it papered over the cracks big time and we did the exact same stupid thing that we do every single week. And that is waiting too long to make decisions. That is waiting too long to make substitutions when Stevie Wonder can see we need to make some changes. And then, unfortunately, making decisions too little, too late. And yes, the performance improved at the end with Dan James and with Mateo Joseph in there, but it was too late. Had we had another half an hour like that, then potentially we could have done something. But no, not when you leave it that late to do something. And unfortunately, it just wasn't our day, and it wasn't meant to be. I will say on Dan James, when he did come on, at least he was offering something. At least he was trying to get in behind. At least he looked like he had some fight and some energy, and he almost got us something out of that. That's more than I can say for a lot of those players. It really is. And why he didn't get a crack earlier, why Joseph didn't get a crack earlier, you just sat there scratching your head, questioning it. I thought Dan James would have come on at half-time because of Nonto's injury, to be honest with you. And yes, I thought Nonto started the game off well, but he got injured, and after that, he didn't really offer too much. 45th minute, put Joseph and James on. Why not give him 45 minutes? Why persist with Perot, who's not pressing and he's not doing anything up there, and then you're persisting with players that are injured, and you're persisting with a system and a team that is not gelling, it's not flowing, it's not producing anything, and you're still insisting on it. Why? Questions I won't be able to answer, you won't be able to answer, and unfortunately Leeds will not be able to answer, but we're going to have a whole nother season to answer all these questions, test youth again, and just hope next time that we don't leave it to the doubt of the playoffs like we did this year. We don't bottle it at the end. And hopefully this year we can actually, or next season, sorry, we can actually put ourselves in a good position and get up automatically like we should have. But alas, that is the championship campaign. That is the season done. And we look forward to a transfer window of tumultuous intent for Leeds and other clubs circling around, Leeds' players especially. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about the game. What are your final thoughts? Are you dour? Are you angry? Are you sad? Are you blasé about it? What's your approach to this? Do you really care? Are you just done with Leeds when it comes to these playoff games? Are you upset? Are you happy? Please let me know down in the comment section down below what your thoughts are and what you think needs to change for Leeds, and especially what you would do in the transfer window going forward. Please let me know all your thoughts down in the comment section down below. For now, guys, I will see you very, very soon. Au revoir, my brothers and my sisters.